All right, I think we have a stream. Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Pale Court. Hollow Knight Pale Court edition. And it was such a blast last time when we got introduced to the Pale Court mod for the first time. I think we're on this file, correct? We had to go to correct. We were we were getting our butts handed to us by Mighty Hegemol. And we are not going to start the day getting our butts handed to us by Mighty Hegemol. We are going to turn our attention elsewhere. I'll have to think about exactly where that's going to be. Let's start, though, by using our Dream Gate. Yeah, we did manage to the breadcrumb that I was given by one of my trusted advisors led us to Isma's Grove, and we did in fact face off against Isma, which was such a fun fight. It was, I mean, I can see what people are when people are saying that this have told me, or I've gotten the impression that this piece of modded content is on the level of something that would have been a DLC put out by Team Cherry. I can see what they mean by that, because the Isma boss fight was fantastic. The Hegemol boss fight has been fantastic as well, but it is certainly a spike in difficulty that we will hopefully rise to the that challenge at some point. We're gonna do is bench here at the resting grounds, and actually we have there's the place that I'm going. We're going to have an even closer bench here in just a moment. The theme here with the Pale Court seems to obviously be around the King's Knights. And we were in the base game we were most familiar with our friendly Doma Doma boy. I still remember my first time going down those tunnels in Royal Waterways and hearing the ho 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 Doma Doma Doma. What a moment. But we've only been briefly introduced to a couple of the other figures who were the knights, and one of them is, or was here. Aha, and I do see the dream sparkles. Now, honestly, I have actually forgotten whether this was Lemaire or Zamaire. I feel like I get these mixed up, and I think I said this last time. It has been a while since my first playthrough of Hollow Knight, and even my second and third repeated playthroughs. So some of the details of the lore we're going to have to be reminded of here, but hopefully that will happen once we make our way into the dream. Once again, as we're greeted again by a unique piece of music, which this has maybe been my favorite part of the mods so far, has been, obviously they are adapting the various, this is an adaptation of the Resting Grounds theme. And it's so good. The music of Hollow Knight. Shout out to Christopher Larkin. But I definitely want to also become a bit more familiar at some point with the folks who did the music for this. It's so good. I do see, because I am using a modded version of the game, I can see at the bottom left my little add-on that tells me what room I'm in, which is pretty handy when you're playing randomizer. But it does maybe, I don't know if it spoils things a little bit here with the modded content as well, but I can see now. Zamaire is the name of the knight, the melodramatic knight, who has a thing for flowers, as we can see around the arena here. Okay, let's get into it. Look at that nail. Look at that glorious nail. Oh, and look who's in the background. Mysterious Zamer. Oh shit, the nail was still there. Look who's in the background. This is Lemaire, right? This is the traitor's child. Whose grave we, of course, made that harrowing trek with a flower that could not suffer a single hit. Oh, look at these moves. It's got a little bit. I'm that nail being thrown out, and the nail thrown and staying there, static in the center. I was expecting in my mind. I had Hornet, waiting for Hornet to pull the needle back in the other direction. That wasn't happening there. Okay. I love these flavor touches. And of course, that would be the most important bit of flavor to add to this encounter. The heartbreaking love story that we only really know a little bit about between Zamer and Lemaire. I do want to give myself a little bit more survivability while we are learning the moves here. Let's focus on... I do really... It might be a little inefficient, but I do... The Joni's Blessing, because we're not... I'm just so not focused on healing yet. Getting that... that buffer for now to just let us focus on learning moves. And do we even... like we could go full lifeblood, you know? Fully embrace the lifeblood. Why don't we just do that? That's... Look at all those... Because I think there's a multiplier effect. I might be remembering incorrectly, but I think when you stack these various mask boosting charms, when you stack them along with Joni's Blessing, I want to say it multiplies, but I could be wrong about that. Either way, let's get in and see about learning these moves. Imagine, imagine if there are delicate flower versions of these boss fights, radiant versions of the boss fights. We'll even if they aren't built into the mod, you can always make the challenge one. Make things a hitless challenge, but we're not anywhere close to thinking about that just yet. Right now, we're just absorbed. I forgot to bow. I forgot my bow. Forgive my manners. Mysterious Samaritan. Oh, wow. Okay, so she actually appears at the nail. She doesn't pull it back. And then that... Don't have my Shadow Dash. It's also very nice to be against a boss that doesn't do 2 damage to you every hit. Oh, fuck. I need to bounce. I need to dash through that. Yep, okay, and then she appears there. So that would be an opening to potentially either heal or get in some strong hits. Okay. Yeah, she appears at the nail. We gotta be ready for this. Definitely not. This music is so good. Is she ready to parry us there? Does she have a parrying stance going? That's a cool move. Dang it.
Lamehon. Sanele. Yetsha. Grusgen. Lamehon. Esh.
Okay. Okay. Very much in just getting reps mode. Nothing more for the first like 5 or 6 attempts at least. You're just getting reps, nothing else. This absolutely gorgeous harp music though.
Drastma finelo. Namma. Demos drastenio. Demos Gracier. Grusken. Sanelo. Demos
So she kind of like thrusts the sword or the nail into the ground when she's sending out those waves. Okay, she leans back when she's about to like fly across the arena. There is like a parry repose stance there.
Demos Yetsha. Demos Gracier. Demos Namma Grusken. Ciao. Esh.
Oh, I thought it was the big wave.
Grusken. Sanelo. Demos Gracier. Lamehon. Demos Yetsha. Demos Drastenio. Demos Gracier.
It's definitely a heal opening there when she transports across the arena.
Lamehon. Yetsha.
Oh, I thought it was dead.
Ciao. Grusken. Demos.
Good chance to do a Abyss Streak when she does that.
Sanelo.
When she does a little floating across,
Grusken.
like right here. If you're right underneath her arc, that would be a great little upsnot opening. Okay. Do we want to let's do at least one more round of more or less trying not to get hit. Not very successful at it just yet. I do like also like it's on point, it's on brand, I should say. To have these fights as stream fights, it makes total sense that these are versions of reality that aren't actually the current state of things. But it also is very nice from the aspect of you don't have to worry about collecting your shade every time. That's a nice little quality of life thing. Oh, we have to walk forward. Keep forgetting that part.
Drastma finelo. Gracier. Namma. Lamehon. Sanelo. Drastenio. Yetsha.
I could probably pogo that.
Ciao. Grusken.
That's the one where she floats, yeah.
Drastenio. Sanelo. Namma. Yetsha. Lamehon. Gracier. Esh. Sanelo. Grusken. Gracier. Yetsha. Demos Namma. Ciao. Namma. Demos. Drastenio. Lameo. Yetsha. Demos esh. Ciao. Nama. Trastenio. Lamehon. Demos. Demos. Sanelo. Gruskian.
It is pretty tricky trying to keep her within camera view. She likes to get a good bit of distance. She likes to get a good bit of distance there before going in for the hit. And I need to check my alerts that I did not actually have. I have my preview over here that I did not have in sight. So I think we had a new subscriber there, but I need to just check the right tab here real quick and see what the alert was all about. Does it not actually show my alerts here? I guess I have to go to Stream Elements. Welcome in, Fume Knight of Chivalry. Love that name there. How are you doing today? Love your Elden Ring stuff. There is a new Elden Ring video up today. It is Friday, so I hope you are enjoying that as you're enjoying hopefully the start to your weekend. How are you doing today? Let me just check go into my Stream Elements dashboard here, which I probably should have had pulled. I have a subscription from Dill. Dill, I subscribe. Is this the Dill that I know? Is this that Dill? You have a different name here on YouTube. You're a little. It's an abbreviated name. How you doing, man? You get my Discord pings, but never had hit the in YouTube button yet. Oh snap! Yeah, you are part of that little live notifications group, which I have been pinging the last couple Fridays. We used to do this all the time. This used to be my regular. It's kind of how I got started. Was Friday live streams, right? And we've steered away from that in recent. I guess years now almost, but definitely recent months. So how's your Friday going, Dill? Hope you are having a good one. Hope there's not too many annoying meetings or any of that nonsense. We're having some fun with some Hollow Knight though. Getting back to my roots, sort of. Very happy to see them lighten up again, especially with Hollow Knight. Have you played any of this Pale Court mod? This is a really, really well done mod. And it's tough. Holy crap, is it tough? I'm getting my butt kicked. But I love that. That's part of the process. That's just part of playing Hollow Knight. Get your butt kicked for a while. So she likes to follow up with a wave. The big wave. The big wave and the mini wave.
Nama. Sanelo. Yetsha. Ciao. Nama. Yetsha. Lameo.
Yeah, I'm trying to, I'm doing a lot of jumping, which in some cases is good, but in other cases is definitely her little, when she throws the nail, that's definitely one that counters my jumps very well.
Demos Trastello. Gracia. Demos Esh. Gruska. Nama. Sanelo. Yetsha. Demos Cha. Lamehon. Nama. Sanelo. Gracia. Nama. Gruskia.
Dang it, she reaches up in the air there.
Yetsha.
Definitely some anti-jump tech that she
Lamehon.
employs.
Demos. Demos. Cha. Demos. Trastello. Lamehon.
No, I tried to do a D-Dart there and I didn't have it. But there are some parries to be had. if you can time things correctly, we're definitely getting some parries going on. Oh, dang it. I didn't have my shadow dash. Wait a minute. No way. Are you serious? That was it. Wow. Okay. Ogrim, why do you persist in your restless duty, if only for a wilting domain? There we go. Look at that. We won, Dillhole. The difficulty level, there is a spectrum in this mod. So they are... I was not instructed, I was not given any particular order in which to do the available bosses. I'm only going off of, you know, knowing that we're going after knights and just going to the locations that make sense. And this one is way easier than the rest. There we go. That was so much easier even than Isma. So we'll take the win. GG. Oh, and look at this. Oh, we get a new charm. Okay, Vessel's Lament. Oh no, Lament, that word. Oh God. I'm thinking about some, spoiler alert, some Elden Ring recording that I've been doing. Let's not talk about that though. We're going to talk about Vessel's Lament and see here what we have in the new charm department here in just a second as I say hi to a new name in chat. I don't know if I've ever said your name out loud. Is it Mimai? How are you doing today, friend? Yo, gamers, welcome in. Lovely to catch your stream. I'm glad to have you here. We're doing some streaming the last couple weeks. We got some Hollow Knight going here, and it's been a lot of fun. Akinar being so good that he accidentally wins feels right. This, trust me, if you when you see the other fight that we were going against last time, there will not be the same level of accidental success. It's just that, yeah, some of these bosses are easier than others. What do we have here? Vessel's Lament, cost 2, contains the hardships and grievances forced upon the chained vessel. Energy desperately seeps out from within the constraints. Focus to twist the soul of enemies marked by the nail and unleash devastating blasts of energy upon them? What? Okay, we have to try this, of course. Now, I need to take off Joni's blessing, probably, in order to be able to focus. But what the hell? Let's see about if we need. Let's try to generate some soul, I guess. We are in the resting grounds here. Soul Eater. Soul Eater is very apropos. Let's just try that and see. Did I say it perfectly? Awesome. Let's go. Just like everything else you do, get out of here. Get out of here. Nemo, welcome in. How you doing, friend? Just joined. How many attempts was that? This boss was definitely on the easier end. So I have no idea how many attempts, but it might have been under 10. It was around, I want to say 6 or 7, but that boss was far easier than the other two that we have faced. So they're giving you some intro bosses, I guess, to let you feel good about things. That boss's animation looked cooler than the first one. Can't lie, kind of a shame. AI can't lie, kind of a shame. The animations in general in this Pale Court mod so far have been top notch. The details that have been added, the music, everything, so good. You were gonna say 4 or 5. I think you might have seen like 4 or 5. It was not very many. Not too many. I'm grateful, honestly. Having been recording the Elden Ring DLC now for a few weeks, it's nice when video games don't present this insane challenge at every turn. I'm gonna take it. I like challenging games, but you know, a little break here and there, I'm also okay with. Now, what is this? What does this charm do? We need to find an enemy to hit here. Okay, so I've marked this guy, and now I focus soul. What? Hello? Yo. Okay. Okay. That's an interesting one. Huh. Yeah, I mean, it is saying, this is very cool. Like, it says in the description that this is the, obviously, you know, if you're here watching this, we're assuming that you are knowledgeable about Hollow Knight, and you're not worried about spoilers or anything like that. Standard disclaimer, spoiler alert, things will be discussed about Hollow Knight that are, you know, you will have played the game for many hours, hopefully, and this stuff will not be a surprise to you when we discuss these things. Contains the hardships and grievances forced upon the chained vessel. That's the Hollow Knight attack, right? Like when you... I mean, it's not quite the Hollow Knight attack because he doesn't really mark you, per se. But it's like when he does his focus, right? If you happen to get caught in that, and obviously getting caught in Pure Vessel's version of that is even way worse. It's really more like the Pure Vessel version. That's really interesting. Hackers, that feels a bit like a hack sort of ability. That's very different from any of the other. So any place you'd have time to heal, you now have time to blast them. Yeah, I'm curious. We're obviously killing these enemies. Let's go out and test against this guy out here who's a little bit beefier. What will happen once I attack once? Do I have to remark the enemy, do I wonder? It also might blast the enemies around me. And it also does look like I have to remark. So, although maybe getting one enemy marked could result in AoE damage if another enemy happens to be in the vicinity. But one mark doesn't perma, like I only get the one focus from the one nail hit, if that makes sense. So I have to reapply that nail hit each time, right? But that is an interesting thing. Now, do I actually also heal? I need to take some damage here, I guess, to figure this out. Do I actually heal in the process? Do we just get a 2-for-1? It's actually a 2-for-1? Holy shit. We heal and do that. What? For some reason in my mind, I thought in order to balance this out, like you wouldn't be able to heal. Like it would be a Joni's Blessing sort of effect. This might not be as OP as we're making it out to be, but it sure seems really freaking cool. So I want to try this against against Hegemol eventually. The problem with Hegemol is when do we heal? When do we have time to heal against Hegemol? What's up, Snakes? How you doing? How you doing today? So anyway, I start healing, and then whack! It's actually a Destructo Bubble. OP Charm. We'll find out, Nemo. I'm not sure yet. But it sure seems a lot of fun. They could also walk out of it during the cast time if you're just going for. Oh, I see what you're saying. I noticed that. Yes, you're right, Dill, because it doesn't. The focus starts. The center of the circle starts where they are positioned. If they leave that during the time that you're focusing, it might miss them. But isn't there a quick healing charm too? Oh, now I like the way you're thinking. I really like, what do we do here? LB, right? I really like the way you're thinking. Dillhole has the synergies on the brain. This is how we do this, huh? I wonder if Deep Focus is supposed to make, this obviously makes your healing time longer, but it doubles the healing effect. Would that have any, would that in any world double the potency? But obviously being able to do the quick. Where's my Salubra's Blessing? Hello? Can I please have a Salubra's Blessing here, please? Without the, we're using the Quality of Life mod, of course, which puts the silence on Salubra's Blessing, but we still get the upside. So, of course, yeah. I like it, Dillhole. I like it. So what else? Is there anything else that we could synergize with this? Aaron Thompson, welcome in, friend. How you doing? Since your last stream, I started playing Hollow Knight on my Switch OLED. It's gorgeous. I've made my way through Green Path. Just fought Hornet. Let's fucking go. I have a dash now. I'm really starting to dig it. Yo, the first time through Green Path and then taking down Hornet, I don't know how much. For a lot of people, Hornet is that first big wall that you really have to. And I think even for me, I think Hornet was. I wouldn't say she was an insane wall, but I think I did have to come back a second day. I think I first got to her late at night, and I was like, I'm a little too tired to take this on. I gave a few attempts, and I had to come back the next day. But excellent. I'm glad to hear that you are officially becoming a Hollow Knight enjoyer. The fun has only just begun. We were going to look at charm synergies here. Charm synergies. Well, we also need to figure out what's going on with the next boss. So for now, let's go ahead and spec back into. Let's spec back into the Joni's Blessing, learning the moves build. Not attempting to heal just yet, and let's. I think the next place we want to go is Drya, right? I think we want to make our way to. Use my dream gate here. Drya being the knight that was eternally posted outside of the White Lady's Refuge in the Queen's Gardens. So we have to. I am in the Queen's Gardens. So let's go. Oh, the other place we could check. I was curious to check to see if there is anything to find at the grave here. Anything in connection to, should we even wear the charm that we got from Zamir? I mean, we can pick up a flower here, which is a fun thing to do. Does it not give us a flower? Isn't that a thing we get? How come I don't get a flower? What the heck? Have my mods the different? No, here it is. Here it's over here. There we go. Any flowers in chat? Any flower enjoyers in chat? DFZ, welcome in. I believe this is the first time I'm reading that name. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome into the stream. We have a flower. We're good to go. It's probably going to break instantly here because I'm really not being. Could we take this flower to anybody in the... There really aren't any NPCs yet so far that have been added in this mod. It's all been whatever we have found within the dream boss fights. So we'll see about that. We shall see. Where I want to go... I want to go up here, actually. We want to go to Drya. We want to go to... the Lady of... there goes the flower. The Lady of Pale Complexion. Which means we must run this gauntlet. No big deal. And... I think it's this way, right? Yes. Checking map, realizing compass is not on. Compass is not equipped. This is fine. You know the map. It may be a long freaking time, but you know the map. First time in my channel, welcome in. Well, good to have you here. Are you a Hollow Knight fan? There's the flower. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mimai. There we go. Okay, so these have been very, very predictable where these locations would be. That's not a bad thing. These make perfect sense. These are so far exactly where they should be. So more than happy to not have to hunt too far and wide for each of these. New music time. I think it's a spin on Queen's Gardens as well. But it is a little unique sounding. Is this actually a completely original tune? It's really, really, really good. Love the music. I know, this music is chill AF. I don't really... It's inspired. It might be inspired by the Gardens. But it really feels like it's a completely new tune. Well, okay, now it's starting to... Actually, it's actually more White Palace, isn't it? It's White Palace. That's what it is. It's an adaptation of the Palace tune. I think. Very soothing. If you have not played Hollow Knight, this is obviously modded content. This is not what you would get in the base game, but this music is completely in line with what you would get in the base game and DLCs. The Hollow Knight, it's why it's my favorite game. It's part of why it's my favorite game. The music is just, it's the best game OST. No question in my mind. Okay, Drya. Fierce. Fierce Drya. Whoa. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Some of these, I don't know how I'm not getting hit. What a dance. Okay, we stunned her. So there's actually a stagger. We haven't had too many staggers with these bosses. I think this is the first boss out of all of them that's actually had a stagger animation. She parries that though. Okay, another stagger, which I was, you know, like most times when you stagger a boss for the first time. Oh shit! Most times that you stagger a boss, you're just sitting there like, okay, what do I do? Dude, that is so cool. This music is a jam. Listen to this. She really likes that parry stance. Oh my gosh, so many. The first few iterations of that were pretty easy to dodge, but then... Okay, these ones are covering a lot more of the space. Okay. It's gonna charge up a nail art. Got greedy. Oh, I thought I found the gap. I did not. Okay. She dashed all the way to the other side. Okay, what is she doing now? What the fuck is this? Oh my goodness. Okay. Woo! She's all over the place, man. She went into Flash Gordon mode there. What the fuck? Oh my goodness. Bruh, I thought Hollow Knight is just exploring. Oh my friend. Oh my friend. That is just part of the fun. There's definitely exploring. It's definitely a Metroidvania, but the real reason that I have played this game for almost 1,000 hours is the boss fights. Hands down, the combat is a blast. There are so many layers to it, and it's just really, really well done. This is just tall Hornet in a white dress. She's got some similarities there with Hornet. The parry stance, definitely a lot reminiscent of the you know, brings that to mind for sure. My Souls Braze didn't understand how to fight without a dash. That was quite the learning curve. Satisfying, however, and I'm glad you have to learn to survive without it. The early stages, going back and playing those early stages of Hollow Knight without a dash, like randomizer. That's one of the key abilities, and I've had so many seeds where it's like, where's my dash? Where is the dash? God damn it. Oh my goodness, still phase 2 kicks into gear. My goodness. Bro got cooked, no doubt. Are you up to 1,000 now in Elden Ring, Aaron? How many playthroughs is that? For me, at the rate that I play games, that's probably going to end up being 1 playthrough of Elden Ring. I think we're at like 400 hours on the main file into the DLC now. So we're not that far away. It wouldn't be that crazy. She and Hornet both say the names of their moves like anime. I know the anime voice lines there, right? Yeah, this game is, if you never played Hollow Knight, if you are at all interested in Souls-like games, Metroidvanias, if you've played the Ori games, I played both of the Ori games. Those were my lead-in to Hollow Knight. Both of the Ori games are fantastic. If this at all looks interesting to you, get this game, especially now that hopefully it's not a debate. I still am crossing my fingers, knocking on wood, all these things. The promises that have been made now that Silksong is going to be out this year. This is a perfect time to play Hollow Knight. Again, we've been told things before regarding Silksong. I'm not gonna. I'm keeping my expectations in check. But now's the best time. Oh, your first run was 600 hours for Elden Ring. Oh my goodness. Okay, you are right on. I'm right at home. Oh, sweet. DFC, you played Blasphemous as your first Metroidvania. I have been working through Blasphemous actually here on the channel. And man, Blasphemous has been so much fun. I've made it to credits once, and now I'm working on, just yesterday actually, I was recording and working through more backtracking, and some discoveries were made. I'm really, really enjoying Blasphemous. So if you enjoyed Blasphemous, oh my gosh, will you enjoy Hollow Knight? No question. Right now, I'm really just trying to ride D-Dark to the wind, because that's what you can do in so many instances. D-Dark just carries you. Although I'm being a little bit sloppier with this attempt. Oops, she didn't quite go all the way to the wall. She really jumps up so quickly after you do the hit while she's staggered. It's not really what I was trying to do there. I was not trying to do a fireball, but I sort of got caught in between not knowing what I wanted to do. Yeah. The anime vibe is so strong. I love it. Yeah, I want to charge up a nail art there. I want to charge up a nail art. Shit. Meant to do D-Dark there. Okay, she doing the phase 2 shit. Okay, is it like it's like a two-step dash, a two-directional dash. Okay, I think okay. So she, I think, tracks you with each. She does like 2 dashes in a row, and they're both, it feels like they're both directed at you. I've completely I was gonna say I completely forgot about my focus charm, but no, we're in just absorbing moves mode. We're not worried about teching the right charms yet. But that second phase, what's gonna be the best way to respond to that? I'm not sure yet. Yeah, Mima, you do the same. No stone left unturned. You got to check everything. It's the only way I know how to do it. I feel so lost and anxious if I'm not, you know, checking every corner of the map. You got to do it. Yes, there is a Blasphemous playlist on the channel. Check it out. It is a very, my style is a little different. I'm a very meticulous, analytical type of player. I'm not going to be speedrunning things. But I do try to savor and absorb all of the little details as much as possible. Blasphemous has definitely been a test in that regard because the lore in Blasphemous is just bizarre as hell. So I've been doing my best, but I love the game so far. Get good time. Welcome in, Ether. Welcome to the chat. We are definitely close to that. Right now we're more in learning mode with this boss, but we will be min-maxing the charms and really focusing into get good mode. So I hope you are doing well today. Happy Friday. Hopefully I said your name right. Please feel free to correct me if I got it wrong. I also like that Jiraiya does not, like, everybody else, I feel like the other bosses all bow. Jiraiya doesn't bow, does she? She's just like, game on, let's go. None of those formalities, just fight. I did not have a D-Dark. Oh, did 2 of those in a row. Oh, she didn't go as far as I thought she would. How did I not move out of that? That was not supposed to be a fireball. Maybe it's not necessarily in your direction. It's just maybe it's because there it felt like it was in my direction. So I don't know though. We've got to get a hit though on her. We've got to get some sort of a hit. Shit. Okay, but the pogoing. So I've been trying to just flail through doing pogo D-Dark, which sort of kind of works. It'd probably work a lot better if I actually had Shaman Stone on. I think it's time for us to switch up the charms. We've done some learning here. Let's get our we're playing a modded version of the game, so we do what we must. We do our deployo bench. Rude style, is that what we're gonna do here? This boss seems hard as fries. I'm not sure yet. I feel like Hegemol is still the hardest one, but this one's definitely definitely on much tougher than the first one that we faced today. I feel like Zamir is supposed to be the first boss. The mod doesn't tell you. It's not like, here's where you're supposed to go. It doesn't give you any inclination on order of things. But given that it only took us like 6 or 7 attempts, that has to be the easiest boss so far. Isma, maybe somewhere in the middle, alongside. Isma felt about the same as Drya. So okay, what do we want to do for charms? Let's clear the decks here. Let's think about this. Dingus time. Get out of here. No dingus is allowed. None of that. You were trying to count to see if maybe you could just outlast the dashing. She did do a lot, didn't she? You got up to 16. I think we have to damage her. I think there needs to be damage done there. So, I mean, my go-to... We do have the King's Honor. Maybe just for the flavor. For the flavor of the... you probably haven't seen this still. This is what we got last time for taking down Isma. We got an upgrade to our Defender's Crest. So now we have a royal and heroic aura. It's a royal stinky charm. I don't know what you're saying, but 100% trust. Go with the flow. You have the right right attitude here. It is funny though when you're listening to somebody talk about a game you have no idea, you've never played it before, and this like sounds like complete Latin. It would be a lot of fun to do this, wouldn't it? We can try to make this work, but I just don't see this working in the second phase. That's the only problem here. Except we don't necessarily have to mark her, because we do get, you know, the focus does appear around us as well. It's not just where we mark an enemy. We just kind of get that as a bonus focus circle, but we still get the one around us no matter what, correct? So... Grub song while I'm still a dingus. It's really hard to put down Unbreakable Strength. But I also really want to have Shaman Stone. So maybe... I wonder, does Shaman Stone count for this? Does this count as a spell? Not sure. If somebody does know, normally, like, if I were playing, if this were like one of my Elden Ring videos or Blasphemous videos, when I'm doing the blind playthrough stuff, those are all rhetorical questions. Don't tell me anything. This is a little different. We're doing modded content. I'm more open. If anybody here does have answers to these rhetorical questions, I am giving a little bit more permission to fill in some of these details, such as, does Shaman Stone synergize with this special Vessel's Lament? You would think, Dill, it could, but we have to find out. I don't know for sure. The pink gem does look cool, and in this case, it's actually a very synergistic choice because it increases... Normally, the way that we heal in this game is by focusing soul. So you sit here and you... That's not the one I want to take off. I might take it off, though, because I might need that extra notch. We'll see here. Normally, when you heal, you sit here and you go like this. Now, I'm full mask at the moment, but that would restore one of those masks. And if you don't have the pretty pink charm on, that takes a lot longer. So the pretty pink charm is pretty nice, especially when you're learning a boss and you need to heal and you're not sure if you're going to be able to squeeze that heal in time. The difference with this new Vessel's Lament that the add-on that the mod has added is that our heal also becomes this pretty cool little attack. So anything within that little circle gets whacked. And also, if we whack an enemy, we put like a little hunter's mark kind of thing on it. And they also get zapped when we do this. So there's a potential pretty cool build here. It would be even cooler if the Shaman Stone, which boosts the power of our spells, actually works on this thing. But we don't know this for sure. Ooh, Spore Shroom. Add the Spore Shroom to this. Okay, that's the excuse I needed to keep King's Honor on here. So now it's a little tough to see, but the poofy Spore Shroom cloud is now regal white. Hey Ozzy, welcome in. How you doing? Zam as well. How you folks doing today? Good to see all the friendly faces in chat. So many slots to add stuff. We kind of need more slots, to be honest. I feel like we need even more, but let's see how this works. I could use as many charm notches as I can get. Immediately gets hit. Good. Okay. There are some openings to heal, especially with quick focus. Not that one. Gotta be better than that. This one is one. I should have just healed right away instead of waiting. Yeah, so she moves out of that orb, like you said, Dill. That was not a good spot. Not there, though. We got almost a double hit on her, I think. If I need to move just a little bit and find the open space, which is there. This is actually a more legit build than I was giving it credit for at first. Because we're healing, right? That's the thing. So we're taking some hits, but we're also gaining everything back by healing. Now, will we be able to do it here? Oh shit! That was it. Okay. Okay. I'm crediting Dillhole on this one because the quick focus vessels. What is it called? Vessel's Lament. Oh my gosh! What a synergy! Holy crap! Best idea ever. Jesus. We might also be boosting the efficacy of that lament with Shaman Stone. Who knows? But that went very well, folks. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Holy crap, holy crap. Well, you say back to hell, but it ended up, you know, we got to tick it out, apparently, because we have some sweet new toys to play with. You were like a hit away both other times. Maybe I was, right? Maybe we were in deeper than I realized. Let's go. Flower hype. My only little regret with the emotes here on YouTube is that they're not animated. Oh my gosh. I was so they let you upload GIFs, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to get the grub hype emote up on YouTube. And then all it does is it takes that animated GIF and it turns it into a non-animated version. I'm just So the grub hype is cool, but I do miss the animated version. You should have more ideas. Yes, indeed, Dill. Thank you, DFC. Thank you for the congrats. Hegemol, do you still stand guard, forever loyal to the capital's citizens? Yeah. I guess that's what we got to do now. Do we get a reward from this? There is a reward. Mark of Purity. I love that little animation there with the swords sliding in. What do we got here? Mark of Purity, 3 notches. The vessel was gifted a pure nail, forged through arcane means as a reflection of itself. This charm embodies the echoes of that ancient craftsmanship. Hold attack to concentrate and swing the nail in a frenzy. Gradually increases the bearer's rate of attack as they land nail strikes in quick succession. What? Well, let's give it a try. What the hell? These are some interesting charms that have been added here. What do we have? Hold attack. Oh, it just gives you auto attack? Oh, it gives you auto attack. You just... Okay. I see. Huh. Well, does that synergize with... There are charms, obviously, with which this could synergize, right? The first one that comes to mind is this bad boy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dillhole, this should be illegal. There's no way. There's no way. What? What? There's no fucking way. This is wrong. This is wrong. This should be illegal. I mean, that's the build, right? That's just the build. You just ship it. Nothing else to think about. Right? Okay. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, Ether, the Zote there. I uploaded the static version just so we, you know, we got to have our wonderful, lovely Zote, but it just doesn't have the same effect. I agree. We got to see exactly, yeah. How fast does this? What can we go? What has? Let's go back to where we were not too long ago, right? Let's go back to the resting grounds, right? And the big baddie that we were just testing out against before. These guys kind of die real quick. The guys that are in this tunnel, it's not a great test to go against them because they just die in 2 hits. Let's see what happens, though, with the big dude patrolling. Now, he has a shield, so... Oh! That's what that sound effect was. I heard that the first time, and I was like, what the heck was that? It was the charm winding down. Oh. Yo, okay, so that effect lasts for a few seconds. If you can, oh my goodness. This is, what? I mean, let's try this out against Hegemol. I feel like Hegemol is still going to destroy us because he does 2 damage. As cool as this is, I think it's still going to be a little bit. We'll find out. Let's just go and we'll find out. We'll see what happens. When I saw Zote mentioned, I thought I was playing on Shadow of the Erdtree. I'm certainly hoping that Zote, no spoilers obviously, but do not, please do not let Zote be in Shadow of the Erdtree. No, God, please. Oh, that's not the dream now. That's not the dream gate. Oh my gosh. That charm setup would be a lot of fun in other fights. Dude, Yeah, taking this to Godhome. Should we do a quick P5 run? See how fast we speed run P5 real quick? No big deal. Oh my gosh. I want to go to the city storerooms. That's the closest one, I think. Jesus Christ, Dill, can you imagine? I'm going to make one quick change here. One quick change. 1 second here, folks. I think I actually also... Let's go ahead, and this will be a good spot for us to take a little break. Because I am going to have to call it quits in probably about maybe an hour and a half or so. So this is a good like midstream break, and we'll get back to it here in just a few minutes. If I remember, I always got to remind myself what are my keyboard shortcuts here again. See y'all in just a couple minutes. Okay, let's get back to it. Let's get it going. By the way, Dillhole, if you're still here, I did add you as a moderator. Just, oh god, just in case, you know, anybody somehow drops the spoiler in chat that Zote is actually the final boss of the Elden Ring DLC. You know, so anything like that, feel free to ban. Almost midnight where you're at, Mimai? You're over in the European time zone regions. Sleepy time. Thanks again for all the hours of entertainment and sharing knowledge of everyone. Don't tell anyone, but you're my favorite gamer. See you soon. Mimai, you are always kind words. I appreciate. I'm so glad that you are enjoying the Elden Ring content. Glad you got to drop by for a little bit of Hollow Knight as well. And you have a wonderful rest and enjoy your weekend. How much of the game does this mod alter? That's a good question. That's a good question. I know of 4 things in particular that it has added. 4 boss fights that have been added. And beyond that, I'm actually not 100% sure. We'll have to maybe brainstorm. If we're able to get through Hegemol here, we might have to brainstorm a little bit. Or maybe I might have to do some Googling or talk to ChatGPT or somebody to tell me where to go next. Because I only have so many ideas of what is... I'm going into this somewhat blind, but not 100% blind. So so we'll see. We'll see exactly how it goes. Frosty, Finland is where you hail from. Good to know. I'm glad to be in not so frosty California at the moment. It's gonna get hot as hell not too long from now, and I won't be as happy. But right now, I am enjoying things. I'm enjoying the state of the weather at the very least. Now, will I enjoy? We have a pretty sweet build here. Will I enjoy that build against Hegemol? We shall see. What has made me check these locations? You're saying you don't have a list of bosses. I don't have a list of bosses, but given the given what I did know, the fact that I had seen someone fighting Isma, and the fact that in the thumbnail that I've added, the thumbnail clearly shows the 5... I know enough about the lore of the game to know the 5 great knights that are talked about, the King's Knights. One of them, the most notorious one that people will know from the game, being Dung Defender, aka... Spoiler alert here for anybody playing Hollow Knight, but we're talking about things that are going to be lore related, and aka Ogrim / Dung Defender. I know also that the knight that we just fought, Drya, was one of the other knights who stayed there outside of the White Lady's resting place or what have you, guarding her until she finally perished. Zemare was the other one. Zemare, who gives you the delicate flower, is also actually one of those knights. And then you also had Isma's Grove. And the other one is Hegemol, the statue that we just... Let's go ahead and we'll go out of here real quick just to... I love this theme as well. This statue here, you might notice, is familiar or looks kind of like the False Knight. And that's because the False Knight, the maggot, stole Hegemol's armor. Hegemol is long gone, I think, at this point, and this is a statue of Hegemol, which you put the city crest in to get into the city. But the False Knight took his armor, and that's the introductory fight in the game, the first boss that most players will come across, or a lot of players. So yeah, and so basically, I've been going to each of the locations in the game that I know are associated with these 5 knights, because I was given the clue by our friend Mabian as well, a little breadcrumb clue. Simply, he told me Defender. So with that clue, I put 2 and 2 together. I first went to the Dung Defender's boss room. There wasn't anything there to find. We might go back there after having beat all these bosses. But then we went to Ismus Grove and we found the boss fight there. So yeah, so we're getting a little bit rewarded for being somewhat knowledgeable on the lore. Yeah, I want to say my first time reaching credits was around the 40-hour mark as well. But there's so much more than... that was just reaching credits for me. Dillhole is like most players. They play much quicker than I do. The game will, depending on how long you want to stick with it, it will keep offering you challenges. If you're just thinking about playing through the base game and getting through the exploration, the metroidvania stuff, beating the base game bosses, probably looking at 30 to 40 hours, something like that. Okay, let's try Hedgemole. This so far has been the toughest challenge, no doubt. But maybe we've got a super OP build. The problem is that he does 2 damage. That's the problem. So as much as I can get my nail swings revved up to max, I have to somehow not die. Good night, DFC. Well, thank you for dropping by. Hope you have a good rest and maybe pick up Hollow Knight. It's a good one. Yeah, you see what I'm saying, Dill? This boss fight, it takes things to a different level when they deal double damage. It's just how it works, right? Okay, now I gotta get back. We were getting a little bit in the flow of this fight. A little bit in the flow, but... You know, I wonder if Sharp Shadow would actually be good. I wonder if Sharp Shadow would actually be good. Those little waves after he hits the wall have been absolutely wrecking me. I finally got to a point last stream where I was sort of getting those into my muscle memory. We're right back to square one. Already, just every single time, those stupid little waves. Luckily, the little shockwaves don't deal double damage, so I guess that's a small reprieve here. Is it stronger than Failed Champion? Welcome in, nothing. What a username. So far, yes. So far, you know, stronger. I think it is, because the moveset is more varied than Failed Champion. With Failed Champion, there's only... Maybe it's just a different moveset. I'm not sure yet. I feel like it's tougher than Failed Champion. Oh, okay. Did you hear the rap? Did you see the rapid fire? Quick, dude. When this charm actually gets going, this is bananas. What this charm is actually broken, I think. If you, man, can we make ourselves just a little bit more face tanky? Is there a way we, like, we're gonna deploy bench. We got deployo bench here. If we make ourselves just a little bit more face tanky, we can absolutely break this thing, I think. Are you winning yet? Welcome in, Mabian. We got a little bit earlier stream going today. I wasn't sure if you'd be able to make it, but I'm glad you're dropping in. We've definitely been doing some winning. We had, gosh, so the first win of the day was Zamare, which was very silly because I had all of my lifeblood charms equipped just to learn. It's my go-to, like, just give myself as many masks as possible. Don't worry about healing, just learn. And in that process, like attempt number 6 or something, we just won. Zamare turned out to be the easiest of them all. So that was our first win of the day. The second win of the day, we got the win against Drya because Dillhole had the marvelous idea of teching in Vessel's Lament alongside Quick Focus. And we also added in some Spore Shroom and Heroic Royal Aura / Odor. And we just powered through with some quick Lamenting Spore Shroom infused heals. It was great. So that fight went well. And now we're back to Hegemol using what is maybe the most broken charm that I've ever seen. This Mark of Purity, which when this thing gets going, oh my goodness. How can we give ourselves, we've got 2 notches to play with here. I was thinking Sharp Shadow wouldn't be the worst thing to give myself the extra distance. But otherwise, it doesn't synergize with the build. It's just about crossing over to the other side of Hegemol, his big beefy body. Just more hearts? It always feels bad when you're just adding 2 hearts and they go away with 1 hit. Steady body. Okay. Steady body plus what? What do we do with that last? I was thinking at first that Nailmaster's Glory, because we're holding attack, I was thinking that this might synergize. But now I don't think that would make... I don't think that adds anything. We don't get any nail arts, right? Nail arts are gone. This specifically disables nail arts. So... yeah? We might skip an entire phase if this thing gets ramped up to 100. The focus, the Lament Quick Focus build, though, was a lot of fun. It's true. Extra dash length? It's not a terrible idea. And definitely these first few attempts, I've been running into hitbox issues as well. Can I hold it down in Pogo? Let's find out. We'll see about going over to Shadow Dash. We'll see. You know, we're not really... That's I was going to... Just for the heck of it, I don't want to have extra soul that I don't actually have access to. Just from the Salubrious Blessing on the Deploy Bench. The Deploy Bench is only there to give us the convenience of swapping out charms. I don't want to get... Not that we need the soul, that's the thing, right? Because we're just whacking away like a... Oh, this... I forgot about Steady Body. Already ruined because of Steady Body. It's not a bad... It's kind of working, Dillhole. Okay, there's still things that can hit us. But, Pogoing is actually... Ethical. The ethics extend to a certain degree. I don't know if this build is ethical with as much... The Steady Body I am not used to at all. That is an adjustment here, but it might be a good one to make. Yeah, see, he does jump up and he does fail champion type things. But then, like, good luck. What the fuck? Okay, now, I think... I love the sound effect there. Do we... I think we might... What does the description say on this? Oops. It doesn't say for sure, but I feel like we are losing our momentum with the charm if we get hit. I could be wrong, but it feels like it actually is... Like it resets the streak or whatever when you take damage. Is that what you guys are seeing? It's pretty hilarious, though, Dillhole. I gotta say. You just wanted to know if it was actually possible to aim it down while auto-swinging. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I see. You weren't actually thinking of applying it to the boss. All right, fair enough. This build makes you want to face tank, but still face tanking is not a good idea. If nothing else, just to keep your streak alive, it seems. But also, you just take so much damage against this boss. You gotta be smarter. So we got to get better at dodging the damage. I think steady body might be a good idea though. Once I get used to it, just taking away that variability of having to push back against the knockback. I think getting hit does reset it, I think. Yeah. Let's keep going. Keep the build and try to just get better. And remember that we can throw in D-Dark, right? It's okay to throw in D-Dark as needed, just because it's still a good move. Damn it. Oh, right. I forgot about that charge up attack. I forgot about it. Yep, he's got that. He's got that business. Okay, that's progress. Getting back to that phase. We just deal so much damage. I have no, I took Long Nail off, maybe, and just so I could put on Steady Body plus King's Honor. It might be a good idea to go back to Long Nail, I'm not sure, but I'm starting to like Steady Body. Like, this just... I have to keep these three, right? If we're doing this build, it makes too much sense. Like, you have to have Quick Slash and you have to have Unbreakable Strength. So it's just a matter of what do we put in these last two slots, I think. I have not played Nine Souls Azu, but it is highly on my radar. It's at the top of my wish list. I just have so much on my plate at the moment with Elden Ring DLC, so new games are tough to consider until that is going to be out of the way. We're obviously doing some stuff here and there. We've got the Hollow Knight and Blasphemous, so we'll see. It's also not in my library. I have been trying to prioritize games that I actually have, but we'll see. I've heard very good things about Nine Souls, and I might decide to just pick it up. If Silksong doesn't come out soon enough. Yeah, no, it's supposed to be Hollow Knight plus Sekiro is what I've heard. The quick sell on it. Yep, I'm just being too close in too many cases, maybe. But I think we can work those issues out. I feel like it's just a matter of tweaking my positioning. Dash too soon. Dash too soon. Gotta go meet my brother to move a couch. I'll catch the VOD for the rest. Good luck moving the couch. Very important. Wait, did you finally get the permission for the couch to go in the garage? Did you talk to ChatGPT and get convinced that there's not gonna be mold? Is that what I'm hearing just right now? Either way, couch duties. Have fun, Dill. Thank you very much for dropping by. Appreciate it. Hope to catch you around soon. Yeah, the whole business of trying to dash through him is what I'm trying to do in too many cases. And that's where Sharp Shadow would be nice. We're not going to switch just yet. What's the... I'm also being very greedy on my swings, right? This charm does incentivize you to sort of like keep your streak going. But we need to be less greedy. The forever best advice in a Souls game. Don't be greedy. And I tried to dash through him again. And maybe, you know, finding some heal openings would not be a bad idea, right? I'm so balls to the wall on damage, but squeezing in a heal here and there, we have plenty of soul, right? The little Crystal Peak barrels that keep hitting me. Oh, that's right, he does that move. That's right. Phase 2. It's not 100% of the time, but most of the time he does that second charge after he bounces off the wall. Got to start remembering that. This guy is definitely the, might be tougher than all three of the other bosses put together. got just a little greedy. Too greedy. Oh, I thought he was gonna do a. I thought he was gonna charge at me. Misread. Oh, what am I in? I totally lost track of where I was. Whoopsie. Oh my god. I forgot. I thought shockwaves. I forgot he charges again. I am kind of tempted to go back to the quick focus. The other build was pretty fun, and maybe it's more sustainable. He does move around a lot though, and I'm not sure. Part of why it works so well against Drya is that she doesn't deal double damage. So we just kind of powered through. She was hitting us. Sometimes she does have a lot more slender of a hitbox compared to this big boy. And so, it could be worth a try, but it feels like it made so much more sense in that other fight. Why am I not able to jump over you? Oh, and now I didn't have a D-dart. Can't heal. I'm sure there are heal openings to be found, but it's one of these fights that feels like it's so foolish to go for it. I just want a face tank. This build makes me want a face tank so badly, and it's just so wrong to do. Okay, what should we do here? What should we do? What should we do differently? It's not, it's a very strong build, or at least it has the potential to put out a crap ton of damage, but this is a boss that you cannot just burst down. At least not without some level of sustainability. And maybe the steady body is doing me more harm than it. Maybe it would be better just to... Maybe it would be better just to give myself the longer nail. And the recoil would keep me at a distance from running into the hitbox. That might be a better thing to do. Hello there, Black Prism. Welcome to the stream. How is Pale Court treating me so far? Not bad. I've really enjoyed the mod. It has been, the bosses are all very, very well designed. The music is fantastic. The details that they've added to the game are great for each of these fights. The little touches of flavor are so good. And also, Hegemol is just annihilating me. How's your day going? Happy Friday. Hope your weekend is getting off to a good start. Or will be soon. Why was I not facing his direction? I could have sworn I turned around. The second charge. That second charge. Ah, there's still just so many dinky little hits that we are suffering here. Got to get good. We're trying to roll with this charm that we got as a reward for the Dryad fight, and so far, it might be getting me in more trouble than actually helping me. Not sure yet. Yo, but if you can get it charged up to power level 11, that's not what I dashed the wrong way. When you actually get it to pop off, it goes so fast. That little ding. It's why it's so like intoxicating to try to get that ding. No, when we're getting hit by Hegemol, that's true. The hits from Hegemol are not dinky. I was thinking of like getting hit by the little falling barrels, hit by the shockwaves. There are a lot of one mask hits of damage as well. But yes, it's a lot of damage. This mod is a 10 out of 10 for me, but 2 of the soundtracks are going to get replaced. Oh, they're going to update the mod and replace 2 of the tunes? Is that what you're telling me? Why that be? The tunes are great, I thought. But from what I've heard so far. I'm just being so fucking greedy. Why am I being like this? I can't get hit by Hegemol. I just can't. We cannot take 2 damage hits from this guy. It's so bad, man. That the thirst for this. Maybe we just need to switch out the charm. If nothing else, it's creating like this blood frenzy that soul frenzy, or it does say frenzy in the it's giving me frenzy as well. It might be too much of a power level for me to handle. Yeah, I think we might need to re-examine the build, maybe, and I want to make it work. But it's running us too headlong into damage, I think. the more traditional spell focus build might be the way to go. Especially because we get iframes with D-Dark, you know? That was just stupid. Okay, alright, let's switch gears. Let's switch gears. I want to make this build work, but I don't know that I have the necessary skill level at the moment. So let's figure out something else. When in doubt, I mean, we can try. We can try to see what happens here. What if we went deep focus? Give ourselves the, how fast is the heal in this case? Whoa! Oh, shit. Deep focus makes this thing... Oh my gosh, it doubles the radius. It doubles the radius of the focus. That's crazy. Ooh, okay. Okay. Try it again. Now, I'm going to definitely need to dispense of my soul here to make sure we don't get an unfair advantage. But maybe some potential here. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that, Black Prism. All I know, I don't know anything about... I was saying earlier that I want to look into the people behind the mod, if nothing else, just to give them some props, because it feels like they have done such a phenomenal job. Oh, right. We gotta do the heal. The healing. The question now is finding the heal openings. Which might not be so easy. That was supposed to be a heal, except I have no soul. You have to have soul to heal. I have to have soul to heal. Yeah, I would love to heal there, but I know that shockwave's coming. So now the game plan becomes finding heal openings. Okay. But it is, you know, if you can find those heal openings, you do get 2 masks. Quick focus may still be better. Just by itself. No deep focus. Like, if we drop deep focus and instead just put on Soul Eater, that could be so much better. Just generate way more soul. That might just be a better game plan. Like we had before. Right there could be one. After the big shockwave. There could be one as well. There was supposed to be a dash there. Yeah, when he does that jump in the air, there's definitely, I think, an opening. Not there, but right here. Right here as well. I'd like to be able to get that off a little sooner. Got trapped in the corner. Like I'm tempted, or I'm this idea of the deep focus, quick focus combo is interesting, but I do think the build is probably just going to be better if we do this. Probably just going to get better. Be better. gosh. It's such a different mindset looking for the heal openings. Have not been looking for them before at all. They don't have to be as massive, though, if we're just using the quick focus. The charge back. Fuck. Shit. Okay. This does feel better. This definitely feels like a smarter build. The other thing we were doing before is we did have Shaman Stone, didn't we? Were we not using Shaman Stone when we were against Drya? Dilhole would remember. But then... What was I doing to... I guess I didn't have any extra soul generation, huh? I want to have at least Soul Catcher, I think. The extra soul generation feels pretty important. That's... wrong button. Thought I had a heal. Then I realized there's going to be a shockwave. It feels like it would be such a good opening to heal after he charges into the wall, but that's what they're taking away, that heal opening with that shockwave that he creates, right? So you can't do it there. Not good enough. I just have no feel for this fight. I just have no feel for it. We've done this. This is the second day now that we've done this fight. And I still feel like every instinct that I have is being punished. What do I need to do differently here? I don't know that this is a matter of charms. I don't know that the charm build even matters. Of course it matters. But I don't know that it matters as much as the fact that I just don't have a good response to his moveset. And focusing on getting those responses down feels like where my focus needs to be. So maybe don't worry about learning some new charm build. Just go with a well-known, something that you have a lot of experience with, where you can just focus on instinctually, rely on something like D-Dark. That's my fallback, right? My fallback is go D-Dark or go home. We really got to make sure we don't overdo it on spells now. Or get the benefit of the extra juice. Oops. Mabian says, finally, magic build! We'll see. No, you're supposed to go the other direction. Son of a bitch. That was supposed to be a D-Dark. Dude, there are so many... I'm not really that mad, but there is part of me that wants to just... These barrels, I swear to God, these little barrels, it's because they're so random, right? That's the one of the frustrating parts of the Zote fight is the fact that they're, well, it's really not as random. I don't think the Zote fight is actually as random as people feel like it is when they first do the fight. The barrels falling from the ceiling, I think, are pretty freaking random. So, what the... This is definitely better, though, maybe, and my God. Was that our first time in Phase 3? That was a Phase 3, I think, right? Second stagger. We might have gotten there once or twice last time. But, I also had a difficult time defeating Hegemalt. Do you want to know something? I did. Do I want to know something you did? That's a good question, because I have been more open to input than I normally am when it comes to backseating, but I also do feel like I'm making some progress with the spell build. Let me see what I can do with the spell build, but I might come back to you on this, Black Prism. I do want to know one way or the other, but I might want you to hold it until after we get a win, potentially. You got to Phase 3 last time around once or twice, but this looks like the first time today. It is the first time today. Shocker of shocks that it happens with the full spell build. Who is surprised by this? Literally nobody. I think the thing about the spell build that's so potent is that I'm just getting one hit. Obviously, D-Dark is potent, but I'm getting one hit and then I'm getting out of dodge. I'm not sticking around to see what happens. Or to take extra hits. Okay, that was sloppy. This one is all around way too sloppy. And then he does the second dash, and I forgot about that, so throw that one out. But in general, this build disincentivizes my nail greed, which so far is a good thing. Get out of the corner. Stop getting trapped in the corner. Frames? Okay, that was weird. I mashed all the wrong buttons there. What the fuck? I forgot about the second dash, dude. I didn't jump in time. Didn't jump in time. I hesitated. And we all know what hesitation gets you. Okay, hold on. Hold on. One quick second to stretch out the hands. Stretch out those hands. It is kind of crazy how much more of a challenge this boss is compared to the others, but my oh my. 2 damage, that'll do it, right? Thank you very much for that. I will check that alert in a moment. Frustrating, man. Damn it. Dang it. Okay, all right, let me check. Ooh, Stream Elements actually gave us the alert. I don't know if it did that the first time around, but Alex, thank you very much for that sub. Welcome in. Is this your first time here on the channel? Are you a Hollow Knight enjoyer by any chance? Hope you're having a good Friday. I sure am. I'm having a ton of fun. I am getting a little frustrated by Hedgemold, but I still, as always, the process is so much fun. Even if I can't figure this guy out. didn't have my Shadow Dash. So yeah, you lose the rhythm. You lose the rhythm on this fight. It is so tough to get it back. I'm just hesitating at every turn. I'm like, you've got to get in that flow. You can't question your moves. Just do a move and admit that you're not going to get this today. And you're going to need to do this probably more than once a week to actually freaking get this win. Oh, man. I think it's all the, hesitation is defeat. It is all defeat. All of everything is what's happening right now. I'm going to take another break, and then we'll go for another 10 or 20 minutes. But I do need a restroom break, and also probably just a clearing the mind sort of break here. So one more little break, and we will see if maybe we can get across that finish line. Praise. Okie doke. Whew, a few more tries. Few more. We won't change the build, I don't think. Because so far, this has been the best. This has been the most success that we've had. And let's just see if we can get into that good groove for one attempt, you know? That's all you need. Why did I dash that way? Where is my character? I have no idea where I am. Okay, we had a good rhythm there. Had a good rhythm. And then it was gone, just like that. Oh no, couldn't sleep. I'm sorry, DFC. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully we can keep you company while that sleep kicks in. A little bit slow in everything. Everything's a little bit slow in this attempt. Everything's a little slow. Everything is just... Start over. Start over. You gotta have focus, 100%. You gotta have it all the way through. No ifs, ands, or buts. This boss is crazy, dude. This boss is something else. We've gotten in the flow a couple attempts, and I'm trying desperately to refine that. Okay. That felt very different. He's throwing something different in the mix that I don't remember him doing before. I'm thrown off here. I'm so thrown off. I think I'm just getting tired. You play a game for a few hours, you get tired. And it's, you know, we'll get a few more attempts. We got a few more minutes here. But the admission, or the my awareness of the fact that this is probably the boss that we should have done at the start of the stream. God damn, man. jump over it in time. I'm over-anticipating the shockwave there. And then forgetting about the second chargeback. Oh, gosh. God damn it. Do I look tired? I don't feel like super like I didn't get enough sleep or anything like that. It's just that time of the play session. You're just a little exhausted from playing the game. So maybe I look that way as well. Shit. Needed to be a D-Dart there. Not a fireball. Needed to be a D-Dart. That's the sign, right? That's the sign when your D-Darks are actually fireballs. Alright, we're gonna put a cap on this. We're gonna say 3 more attempts. We're gonna stretch it out and do some breathing in between each of these attempts, but we're gonna put a hard limit on. Hegemol, man. This guy. He's the greatest of them all. Thank you for that subscription, Death Demon. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Okay. This boss is... Oh my gosh, you are not kidding, DFC. We'll get it eventually. May not be today, but it will happen. See, and then you throw in those little stupid crystal mine barrels. Crystal Peak. I didn't jump over in time. That's just hesitation is defeat. Forgot about the waves. Forgot about the shock waves. Okay, that's number 1. That's number 1. Stretch the hands. There we go. That one's throwing me off. Why did I go for a heal? Why did I go for a heal? Thinking I could squeeze in a heal. I could have if I hadn't hesitated. That's number 2. That's number 2. I am playing on PC. I don't think this is doable on console because it's modded. I'm not aware of the ability to mod on any of the consoles. Maybe it's a thing. I don't know. But I play on the PC. Okay, last try. Forgot about the shockwave. Okay. All right. All right. I know I'm giving him free hits. But, he's all over the place. It's hard not to give those free hits away. It's just part of the deal. Apparently, at least for me. Did you all have the similar? If you're still here, I don't know if you're still here, Black Prism. Feel free to share the knowledge or whatever you tried, and I can mull that over until next time. But that is where we're going to wrap up this installment of the Pale Court. It's really interesting to see the vast difference in power level between the different bosses. Hegemol, my goodness. There's probably just some dingus stuff that I'm doing wrong. You know, he's got just a wide variety of patterns, and there's enough chaos with the stuff falling from the ceiling. The spell build is good, though, and I think it probably will get us there. Maybe we'll tweak it a little bit before next time, but I definitely want to get back to this again. If y'all did enjoy the stream, please consider doing the YouTube thing and hitting those buttons down below. I do appreciate it. It really does help out. And I appreciate everybody hanging out today in chat. Mabian, DFZ, Dillhole dropped by, Mimai, Ether. There's going to be a whole bunch of names that I forget that have already passed by in chat, but everybody who's been hanging out today, thank you so much for being here. And maybe next time, maybe indeed, maybe, and we will see. We will see how it goes. But we'll switch over here to the final. What is it? The just chatting? Is that the screen I've got here? Yeah, there's my pre-exit screen. So yeah, we'll see how things go. Get recharged up here, and I'm going to be recording some more Elden Ring, of course, this weekend. Excited about getting more DLC episodes out, and some more Blasphemous here and there. There's a lot of fun things going on the channel. But yeah, next time, Hegemol. I guess I should also ask and maybe we'll talk about this off in Discord, but after Hegemol, is there more to do? And if so, perhaps you might have some nudges ready to go if necessary. It does feel like there's probably more to do because there's still 2 more charm slots here. And if assuming we get 1 from Hegemol, where are we getting the other one? I wonder. Question. So, okay, it does sound like there is more to do. Good, exciting. So, we will see how that all plays out next time. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.